welcome back to another episode. This is Shuu, Sleep to Taiwan. Shuu 滑了一跤到台湾。I'm qinggu.
And I'm Ivory.
That's 让我们教一点，学一点英文 English. Yeah. 那我们今天对我们今天的主题比较特别一点。我们今天的主题没错是要来讲孙子兵法。Yeah, the art of war.
我们刚刚有做我们的中文版了，有讲到比较久，可是今天我们来做的就是英文版。
没错。对，如果你想要听中文版的，你也可以去听，因为前面我们一样是，其实我们讲的内容不多，我们一样在解释意思，但是后面就主要我们在聊这个《孙子兵法》跟我们平常生活中跟时事有没有相关，或是跟我们的生活有没有相关这样子。对，我会再把那个时间点就是贴上去，你们到时候可以直接点那个时间，可能会比较快。也许是你不想听那个意思，你想只听后面聊天也可以。
也可以，谢谢老师，等一下就辛苦你了。
OK 的，OK， 好，所以我们今天来讲讲《孙子兵法》。那我们用英文来聊聊《孙子兵法》。
OK， 那我们换成英文喽。
Let's get started.
Yeah, so as qinggu said, today our topic is a little different. We're gonna read The Art of War by SunZi. So qinggu, would you like to start? Today we are only going to do chapter 1 or a few parts of chapter 1 because we realized doing the Chinese podcast that just doing chapter 1 takes a long time.
Yeah.
So we might have to do chapter 1, part 2, part 3.
Yeah, and originally I cut it to half. I thought a half.
Yeah.
Right. I cut it to like part 1, part 2. But actually, today we find out we need to like a part 1, part 2, part 3, probably part 4. I'm not sure. Yeah, just chapter 1.
Yeah, but we realize it's a bit too long, but it's okay. Today, let's try to do this in 15 minutes and get to the part that we have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so today's a challenge. qinggu, would you like to read for us the English version?
Oh, sure. All right. Sun Tzu says, warfare is a matter of great importance for the state. It is the ground of life and death, the way of survival and destruction, and must not be neglected.
Yeah, very good, qinggu. Neglected, that last part you did well too. I thought you were going to struggle a little because that's a little bit harder of a vocabulary. But let's look at some words that might be a little difficult. So, first off, qinggu, are there any words you might not know?
Yeah, sure. Much of it.
A lot. Okay.
Like destruction and neglected.
Neglected.
Yeah.
Neglected.
Oh, actually, I think warfare is a one. Because I don't know where's the difference between war and warfare.
Oh, okay. So I'd say the difference between war and warfare is that warfare refers to everything that is related to war.
Oh.
So it could be the military, the guns, and everything else. While war would be like just 打仗, just the fighting. So, yeah. So basically, anything that is similar to conflict, fighting between two major authorities, two major groups, that could be considered as warfare. Fighting. Think of it as fighting. Yeah.
So warfare is more useful than war?
Yeah, I'd say warfare is a little more of a formal term. So sometimes people might just use war. But I would say it's a little more useful than the word itself, war.
Oh, okay. So that's a good word.
Yeah.
I can use that much. Many times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next one. So, do you understand what the word state here means?
I just want to say that.
Oh,
I think
okay, perfect.
I can guess because I know United States is American name. So state, I think, is like a piece of not island, a piece of land. But it's but in here, I thought it probably called like a nation or country, something like that.
Oh, you're actually really close. You almost hit the nail.
Oh.
So state actually has 3 meanings. Depending on context, you can know which one it is. State, when you say, it's in a liquid state, it's in a hot state, state would be how the object itself is. So, for example, if the object is very hot, if you're saying something is very hot, you can say, its state is hot. Or if it's liquid, you can say it's in a liquid state. So it's the condition that this thing is in. Then the second definition would be state as in how you said, the United States.
Oh.
So a state could be a province. Usually a state meaning a province, like a part of the land of the country. This is only used when you talk about the United States. Because I haven't seen it much in other countries. Usually we call it provinces instead of states. Provinces is similar to a state, just that a different name. I don't know why in the United States we just call it state.
Provinces.
But, yeah, provinces.
Provinces.
Do you want to write that down?
Oh, sure. I think I probably know this word by watching some drama.
Oh, you've heard of it. That's great.
I think it's like
it's
this.
P-R-O.
P-R-O.
Oh, you can keep the text.
You
can write it on the side.
This one?
Oh, provinces. Yeah, that's province.
Says? Put an S.
That's plural. That's a lot of different provinces.
Is right?
One province, one of these alone is without the S.
Without S.
Yeah. When you put the S, it's a lot of provinces, a lot of different lands.
Like states.
Yeah, state and states.
Okay. Good.
Okay. And now let's go back to the original text. So in the United States, we use the word states to symbolize like a province. So you could say, I live in California. That would be your state. My state is California. But the third definition of state, sometimes you will see this in context of politics or something of the sort, where state actually means the government. Yeah. Or it could mean like the nation, the country itself. Basically, the people who govern this place, the people who are the top of this place, that would be the state, or it can be the community itself. The nation.
Nation. Interesting.
Yeah, okay. And you wanted to learn about destruction.
Yeah, destruction. Survival is like you struggle to live, right?
Yeah. So survival comes from the word survive, which is to live. So survival would be exactly what you said, the struggle to live. And destruction would be the opposite. Destruction comes from destroy. And when we say destroy, usually in contexts like these, it would be death. Or like a very important loss. So in this case, destruction would be like death or losing in the war or something of the sorts.
So how to use destruction, this word, in our daily life?
Okay, so destruction is a noun, 名词. So you could use it to talk about the action of destroy, but it has already happened. So for example, the destruction of my house. So they destroyed my house. So my house doesn't exist anymore. The destruction of my house made me very sad.
The destruction of my house made me very sad.
Yeah, or you could say like, in war, destruction is something very common. Very normal, yeah.
So it's like there is a destruction because they want to build a metro station?
Yeah. There's destruction because they want to build them. Yeah, exactly what you said.
Metro station we talked about before in our another episode.
Episodes back. A long time ago.
Yeah.
Whoa, I can't remember. It's been so long. Time passes so fast.
Yeah.
I'm scared. 2024 is almost ending. Have you thought about that, qinggu?
What?
2024?
2024?
It's almost ending.
Oh, yeah.
We're already in September.
Whoa. Well, that's so fast. Wow.
Just 3 months and we will be going to 2025.
Yeah. Wow.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
Okay.
I didn't realize that.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next one. So the next one might be a little harder to pronounce. This one is
neglected.
Yeah. Okay. So what I suggest is group them up into parts. So do neglect.
Neglect.
Ted.
The syllable. Neglected.
Yeah, neglected. Exactly.
Neglected.
So this is not a neglected, okay? It's the G and the L are together. And then make the gl sounds.
Yeah. So my syllable is wrong. Every syllable is correct.
Yeah.
Neglected.
Yeah. So this word might be a little harder, but it's a little more advanced. It comes from the word neglect. Neglect is to not take care of something or not pay attention to something. So something that might be very important that you have to pay attention to. If you don't pay attention to it or you don't do what you should do, that's to neglect. 忽略.
Wow, that's a good word. I mean, it's great to use.
Yeah, it's a little hard, but it's pretty good. It's an action. So you can say, when I don't feed my dog, I neglect him. Yeah. Actually, speaking of that, I have to feed my dog soon. I have to feed Adu. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's a Sam.
Yeah.
When I didn't feed my dog, she just I neglected you because you don't have any food on your hand.
Yeah, exactly. So neglect, it would be that you neglect Bibi, not Bibi neglecting you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait. Is Bibi neglecting me?
Are you trying to say Bibi is neglecting you?
Yeah. Bibi ignore me.
Okay.
Just because I don't have any food.
Okay. So usually the difference that's say between neglecting and ignoring is neglecting might be that you don't take care of them. For example, if you don't feed them. And it causes them a lot of harm. It is very bad for them. So that's when you
neglect. I caused them some harm. I hurt them. Yeah. So they neglected Me.
No, usually neglect when you cause them harm, you will be neglecting them, not they neglect you.
If I cause someone harm, I neglected them. Oh.
Yeah, I think maybe 忽略 isn't a very accurate translation. 忽略 is kind of more like ignore to me. Yeah, but neglect is to not do something. For example, when you say a mom that doesn't take good care of her child, the mom doesn't give the child food, or the mom doesn't give the child clothes, you would say the child is being neglected. The mom is neglecting the child.
Oh, ow.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
it. Got it.
Okay. So in this chapter, when it says warfare is a matter of great importance for the state, all that, basically, Sunzi is saying that war is very important for a country, for the state, the nation, because it decides whether this nation, this community, they will survive or if they will die. So, and the last part where he says, and must not be neglected. What he means is that war should be carefully paid attention to, that we have to pay attention to it, we have to study it, so that our country doesn't get destroyed.
Otherwise, you probably get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. So the vocabulary would be warfare, state, and neglected.
Interesting. Thank you, Avery.
Yeah, I'll write that down in the chat.
Yeah.
Actually, we can write that down after.
If you want to see the Chinese translation, you probably can see this in here. Yeah. Okay. But we don't talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can pause the video and read it, but that's a little cheating.
Yeah.
Okay. Qinggu, would you like to read this part? This is going to be the second part now.
Oh, sure. Therefore, evaluated in terms of 5 factors. Compare it with 7 methods and seek to understand its true nature.
Okay. So this one, I feel like it uses a little bit of higher level vocabulary. For example, the word therefore. Do you know what this is?
Therefore, it's like I say something and I want to continue to say my I don't know how to say that. It's like something of end of something.
Exactly. So therefore, it's kind of like 因此. It's used to say, it's kind of a way of saying because of this. So if we were talking about the importance of war, earlier we said in the first page that war is very important. And now it's saying because of this, because war is important, we have to blah, 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 blah. So that's why it uses therefore. Therefore is a little more advanced, but think of it as because of this. You can always replace. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so, I see therefore many times in like English readings.
And now you understand better.
Yeah.
Okay. So evaluate is kind of to check.
Check.
Or study something. Yeah.
Do some research.
Yeah, kind of. Because evaluate comes from one of the parts of the word would be valuate. Value, you could say, comes from the word value. So do you know what value is? Value is the worth of something. So for example, this is $5. My bottle value would be $5.
$5.
Yeah. So evaluate would be to find out its value.
Oh, find out its value.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool. Find out its value. So how can I use this word in daily life? Can I use that? Find out.
Yeah, you can use it. I'd say depending on the context of value, it can not just be finding the value, evaluate. You can also use it to tell someone to think carefully about a situation. So if I tell you, you should evaluate this carefully, it's like telling you, oh, think this carefully.
Oh, so I can use I evaluate this opinion?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, and what other words would you like me to explain, Qinggu?
Factors.
Oh, factors is another way of saying methods or elements. So when you say in the exam there will be 5 factors, it will be in the exam there will be 5 things that will appear. 5 different groups that will appear of things.
Okay, got it. What about in terms of?
Oh, okay. Oh, this one is a little bit harder.
Oh, really?
So let me think of how to explain this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So in terms of, usually it's used in writing to say, think of it in terms of blah, 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 blah. And basically it means like, if I tell you, think of this in terms of cooking. So I'm basically telling you to think of this as if you were cooking. Or in the same ways if you were cooking. So it means in regard to. Have you heard of in regard to?
In regard to is like in regard to, right?
Yeah.
Oh. But actually I didn't know how to use in regard to. I see that. I saw that before, but I just saw them in terms of or in regards to in some English reading text. But if I need to use them like in my speaking or in my writing, I think it's quite hard for me.
Okay. So I think in regards to and in terms of, they're both synonyms. They mean similar things. So these two, you can use them to say, if I'm explaining something to you, you can use these two in terms of or in regard to. You can use them to describe the particular area that you are talking about.
Oh.
You kind of understand? If I'm teaching you how to read a recipe, right? And say you're someone who knows how to read books really well, but you don't know how to read a recipe. So I would tell you, okay, to read a recipe, think of it in terms of reading a book. So think of it as if like you are reading a book. Think of reading a recipe like you are reading a book. So you could say in terms of is similar to the word like. Okay, this is a little hard to explain. I think I'm losing you a little.
I think it's really hard. It's like in terms of it's like you're going to say some I don't know how to say that. You're going to say some like, because I hit you, so you hate me. If I say this context, in terms of it's like, you hate me. In terms of, I hate you. Is something like that? Kind of.
You're getting closer to the idea, but not exactly it. In terms of, okay, I will use a little more Mandarin. I'm not sure if that will help get the point through, but let's try.
Okay.
So in terms of 的意思就是，比如我在教你做某某事，像我要你读一个音乐谱，可是你不会读音乐谱，比如你是一个很厉害的、很会读书的人，所以我就会说，你要读音乐谱的话，你就去用读书的方法去想，所以这就是 in terms of 的意思，你用某某方法去想。
用某某方法去想。
对，所以他这里说 evaluate it in 5 factors， 就是你用5个方法去想这个事。比较懂了吗？
后面这个 in terms of 的 of 后面就是用什么方法，放什么方法。所以你可以前面说做任何事情，然后用什么方法。
因为 term 它代表就是意思，一个 term 就是对，就是意思。所以要是我跟你说 in terms of，politics 就是叫你用，我忘记怎么说 politics 在中文了。
politics 政治，
就是叫你用政治的意思去想这件事，所以他才用这个字 terms。
所以我可以像说，like cooking，cook it in terms of 5 steps。
Yeah.
Interesting. Got it. Thank you, Ivory.
Yeah. Okay, that was a little harder to get through, but that's the main idea. Anything else?
No. Other thing I know, like method is like a way, and seek is like you find something.
Exactly. So seek is to find something. I thought you were going to ask about
Do you know why I know this word?
Why?
Because when I was young, I heard a song. The name is like have you seek Amy? I forgot, but it's Britney song.
Seek Amy, yeah.
So it was sing, oh baby, baby, have you seek me tonight? But it's like a it's like a 中文的谐音。Have you seek Amy tonight? It's like F-U-C-K.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Okay, so that song actually exactly it uses saying. It says. One part of it says if you seek Amy, and if you seek Amy sounds actually like F-U-C-K. F-U-C-K.
Yeah.
If you seek Amy. I don't know what the Amy means, but I remember one of my friends telling me that.
Yeah. Just that Amy, a person's name.
If you seek Amy, F-U-C-K.
Yeah. Have you find Amy tonight?
F-U-C-K me.
F-U-C-K me. Yeah.
Oh, I just realized. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can go look up that song.
Yeah. And Taiwanese love 谐音 so much. Yeah.
So they really like that song, huh?
That's why I remembered it.
No wonder.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I was also thinking about that song too.
Yeah.
Okay. So in summary, this part of chapter 1 is saying that SunZi thinks that the art of war can be taught in 5 ways and 7 methods. So now let's see what these 5 ways are.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. 中文版可以 pause， 你们可以停一下去读，
暂停看一下，
作弊一下。
没错。Okay. So
好
the 5 factors are the first, the way 道。Okay. This refers to unity between the ruler and a ruler.
用 R.
A
ruler.
Ruler. Sorry, again. This refers to unity between the ruler.
Yeah.
And the people. such that they are willing to live and die together without fear of danger. Danger.
Yeah.
Danger?
Okay.
Oh.
So here, the first one is talking about the way. And do you know it talks about the way is the connection or the unity between the ruler, the person who is most important, the king, the authority.
The king is like a ruler, right?
Yeah. A ruler is someone who rules the nation.
Rule.
Yeah, exactly. To rule the nation is to make a rule. So somebody who makes the rules for the people, that's a ruler.
Interesting. Yeah. Not the ruler. When you want to
it's not that ruler.
Write a line.
Ruler, the other ruler is, I forgot how to say it in Mandarin.
Chit.
Oh, chit. Yeah. That's something else. So chit would be ruler, but as in the material. And then ruler as a person is the person who makes the rules. The leader.
Yeah. ER. This I forgot how to say that, but ER in English, I think it's like someone or some object, right?
Yeah, usually when you add the ER, it makes it into the person. For example, when you say teach is 教人家. So right now I am teaching qinggu. But if you add the ER, teacher is the person who teaches.
Yeah.
And the same thing with rule. So rule is to make rules. So if you add ER, ruler, the person who makes the rules.
And cooker.
Yeah. Okay, cooker is a bit different because we don't say cooker usually is something else.
Object.
Yeah, it's an object. But usually cooker is a special exception. Is the person who cooks, we will call them the cook or the chef.
Yeah. It's different. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's see. So the way is talking about the unity that there is between the ruler, the leader, and the people, the normal people. So much so. Such is a way of saying like so much so.
So much so.
So, do you kind of understand that one?
No. What is so much so?
Okay, so such, you can kind of think of it like 这样. Or this way.
You mean so much so?
Yeah. Or like this. So replace it with these words. Like this or this way. So, for example, this part, it's saying, the way is the unity between the ruler and the people. This way that they are willing to live and die. Or like this, they are willing to live or die. Yeah. So it's saying basically a way of saying 这样.
So much so. So I can use so much so in front of the sentence or in the end of the sentence?
It usually is in the second part of the sentence. Not in the end or at the start. It's in the middle.
So it's like this refers to unity between the ruler and the people, so much so such that they are willing to live, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, exactly. But you cannot use one, right? Replace one for the other. So if you say so much so, you can't say such that after. You can only say one.
Just choose one.
Yeah, just
if
choose
I say
one.
So much so, I cannot say such that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so now we are talking about, do you know what willing means?
Willing is like want, right?
Yeah, willing comes from your will. Your will is to want to do something. So if it's saying that the people are willing to live and die together, it means that they want to live and die together, and that they are not scared. Without fear, they're not scared of dangerous things.
So, it's always used willing, right? Like, I am willing to, you are willing to, but we won't delete ing, right?
Yeah. When you delete ing, it's talking about the 名词, the noun of your want. So my will, my want is to die peacefully. But if you say I am willing, it means I am wanting this thing. 就是你在做那个动词，我想要这个东西。
So I can use the like this be willing to describe my dream or my goal.
Yeah. But usually when that happens, when you're talking about your dream, is you would use my will is to blah 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 blah. Usually willing to is like not really want.
It's not like, really want?
You can think of it as wanting. But when you talk about I am willing to do this, it's like I am okay with doing this. Maybe you don't really want it, but you wouldn't say no. So that's willing. That's the difference between to want and to will.
So it's like your boss give you some mission. You can do it. Even though you don't want to, but you still can do it, right?
Yeah.
Because money.
Exactly. So you will be willing to work.
So we won't use I am willing to be a teacher. If I say that, it's like I can do that, but I don't want that much.
Yeah. You can say willing to be a teacher, meaning that you can do it. Maybe you want it, maybe you don't want it, but willing is like you are okay, you can do this thing.
You are capable of this.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought it's just like I want to.
No,
but there's different, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The word will can also be when you die. What you write on the will. Say if I am Huang Renxun, I am Jensen Huang of NVIDIA. When I die, who will get NVIDIA? Who will be the new boss of NVIDIA?
I know.
This is what you write on your will.
It's like 遗嘱 in Chinese. It's like 遗嘱. When I die, someone can get my company.
Exactly. That's your will.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, very useful.
A small recap. Yeah, it's very useful. So in the first part, we talked about that war is very important. The second part, we said that we can see this. We can evaluate, think about war in 5 ways and 7 methods. So the first way that we saw that we can think about war is to look at how united the people and the leader are. How close are these two people? And are they willing? Are they okay? Will they die together and live together without fear of danger? Or will they be scared and sacrifice one another? Yeah. Okay. So, qinggu, I think we would like to discuss how this applies to our modern life, but we have talked for 40 minutes. And I think it's about time we should end the podcast.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, 那我们今天就划了一跤离开台湾 Shuu, flip away from Taiwan.
All right. And if you're interested with this, you can watch our Mandarin version podcast because we have more we got more detail of it, and we're going to describe that, explain that in Mandarin, Taiwanese Mandarin.
In the Mandarin one, we actually write it in 文言文, which is like classical Mandarin. So in classical Mandarin, they use very few words to describe very big pictures or very big situations. So we if you're also learning Taiwanese Mandarin, I suggest you guys go read or watch the Mandarin version with us.
Yeah.
That way you guys can take a look at how it was in the older times, how they wrote in those times. I struggled a little bit today, but qinggu explained it very well. So you guys are in good hands if you guys go watch the Mandarin version. Yeah. Okay, so let's live away from Taiwan. I'm Ivory.
I'm qinggu.
And see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.